Good evening, Randomizer fans, and welcome to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Co-op 2020 tournament. My name is Left Front Bumper, and joined with me in the booth today is my good friend and my co-op partner, Duchess for Kaio-sama. How's it going, man?
It is going very good today. Excited to see this excellent race we're going to see.
So, we have Team Gilgamarsh, made up of DVS and Demon RHK, two wonderful people that we hold absolutely no ill will towards, versus 0%. Versus Team the Upstarts, Gregly and Dangwoo, the anti-team themselves. I'm kind of excited for this. I'm kind of excited to see them going in whatever direction they tend to go in.
I am too. There's no bias whatsoever in the commentary, even though one of these teams might have axed us out of the tournament. There's no such thing as bias here.
Absolutely not.
I'm super excited to see what the race is going to give us. These seeds are always super fun. And I mean, just for us, like, our brain's going to be across the wall just watching them go all over the map and all these different interests. So.
All right. The gate has been lifted. Question in chat, was there a draft? Because we saw a lot of fighter white mage, double black mage. Nope, they came to that decision all on their own. It's an interesting party. A little too much white mages, not enough red mages. But hey, it's a good party. Thumbs up on it.
We don't judge here. We just like...
And we're off.
We are off.
Canaria Castle is cracking. Oh, this is a good start. This is a good start. I like to start.
Ooh, we got some Cure for an exit. There we go.
Ooh, the white locked exit. And in Black Magic, we have Temper, Ice, and Lightning, I guess. Of all the times to re-roll out of a red mage and into a white mage, this is that scenario to get that level 1 exit.
Absolutely. And I mean, you are hurting for AoE at the moment. But with Cure for an exit, that's something you're just going to have to live with. And temper up, do what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Having a little problem.
No. Dang is trying to get to the item shop.
What do we got? We got some silver 1 swords. Ooh, the mighty iron 5 hammer. The most bang you're ever going to get for 2 cents. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Can't beat that at all.
And some bad armor.
Oh, yeah, we'll probably skip on that. We got some cabbage, though, and that's good to see, because I'm telling you, not getting any saving items in that healing shop in Canaria, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad.
So we've got DVS going on an imp grind, Demon RHK heading east as Gregly heads to TOF, finds TOF. We're going to take us a Garland kill.
Going for stun strats. I like it.
And Dangwoo heads west. Yeah, stun strats weirdly effective against Garland.
There you go. Even I learned something today. Provoker will be Titan with no root. Titan West.
Whereas Demon RHK has already found Canaria Castle and has the key, must have gotten it from the king.
Wow. Very good find early on. Honestly, in this type of seed where you got interest shuffle, key has such more value because from that point on, if you have the key and you know you're on a floor, say like Marsh with the key lock, you can check those chests without having to come back, potentially going down 4 or 5 different floors. Such a good find early on.
And we've got an early Bahamut sighting. Gosh, we're just handing everything out for free except magic.
Yep, and it looks like, unfortunately, we're going to be casting lit. Just vanilla lit on these Sahags. Now, Demon RHK pretty much has to... Ooh,
hello.
What?
Got us a crescent.
That's a nice line.
So, we got key from the king. Gregly's going to show us what Princess Sarah had. It's the crown.
We've got gold twos for 4K, by the way. Sorry.
My goodness. Level 6 magic. We got Life 2. I missed the rest. We got Fire 3. Bane if we're desperate.
I mean, Life 6 will have utility later. I mean, level 6.
And out of the sages, we got a slab.
There we go.
All right. So, brief question in chat. Oh, we did find the rod lock. Oh, everyone just going in so many different directions. I'm getting ADD cross-eyed over here. But question I briefly want to address in chat real quick. So, what is even randomized? So, all boxes randomized. Stats on monsters randomized within a fixed bracket, like X% to Y%. Magic, what's in what spell slot in what level? That's randomized. All entrances randomized. All floors of dungeons randomized. Town's location randomized. We're throwing everything at our runners because we're playing co-op. So anytime one person on a team finds a key item, like for example, when we saw Gregglypuff pick up the key, that key is then transferred to Greggly's partner Dengwu. Now Dengwu has the key, even though he never went to the place that has that. We only do sharing for key items. We don't do that for anything else.
So it does make it very interesting in that, especially if you get a key item and pass it on to your party member, you can potentially just die. You could potentially just wipe and reset, knowing that, hey, you might not have to go down a long, laborious dungeon that you may not make it out of, because you're still going to keep that key item anyway.
You would be surprised what the power of 2 people working together can do to some of the clear times on these seeds. Something that would normally take 2-3 hours, we're seeing done in 90 minutes.
Easy. Ooh, and we found a ribbon.
Hey, free ribbon.
That's what I'm talking about. Indeed, my eyes are scrambled, but it looks like we've got quite a few people in Temple of Fiends right now. So
we got a Gaia sighting out of Gilgamarsh. We're skipping the level 7 magic checks, but we're going to go to the armor shop. Chain 5 armor, bye.
Chain 5?
Pro ring 5, bye.
Wow. So we've got gold 2s, chain 5s. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty nice seed for armor, which is very good, because every seed we ran, mate, we didn't have a good armor for anything.
No. I would have killed for chain 5s and pro ring 5s.
What?
And a floater for sale for 50 grand.
All right, that's definitely achievable. You should be able to get that within 20 minutes.
Question in chat. Chain 5? Why is it 5? So, we are operating off of a cursed and blessed armor and weapon system, hereafter referred to as blurst. So, armor and weapons will have a number after it. Essentially, the higher the positive number, the better the stats. The lower the negative number, the worse the stats, in a range of -5 to +5. What does that do? Well, for chest armor, for every point change plus or minus, that's 2 absorb. So our chain armor that used to be 15 absorb, our chain 5, that's 25 absorb. For armor that's not the chest slot, like the pro ring 5s, that's 1 point of absorb per plus. So instead of 8 absorb, it's 13 absorb. Let's compare that with weapons. For every point of change in weapons, that's plus or minus 2 damage, 3 hit rate, which affects number of weapon swings per attack action, and 1 crit rate. So the long and the short of it is higher number is good, lower number is bad.
Indeed. Higher number, you're going ham. Lower number, sometimes you might just have to sell it, mate.
And to really drive home just how happy I was, just another brief comparison. Silver armor and chain armor, same base absorb. So those silver -3 bracelets, that is 9 absorb versus the chain 5 armor, which is 25 absorb and like 1/100th the cost.
Can't beat it. Now, right now, what we're seeing, and this is one of the, I guess, plights of just any seed in general, we don't have any good AoE. At this point, we would be even happy to see Fire 2, but we don't know where Provoker is, and we don't know if that's even going to have AoE, because Lit 3 and also Fire 3 have been found in later levels. So right now, if they don't find any particular item magic, you know, a gauntlet that's casting a lit something or what have you, this could be a very laborious early part of the seed to get levels, because it's
Mhm.
very difficult trying to get levels when everything's super shuffled and you don't have no AoE to blast.
Chat actively calling out Katana 5s and Xcal 5s. There, I believe we have one person who's running a thief right now, and that is Dangwoo. Dangwoo's going to be super happy to see that Katana 5. Everyone else
Katana
is going to be
5?
Katana 5, not negative
Oh my
5,
gosh.
plus 5. Oh, yeah.
Whoo, that's a game changer.
Yep. And everyone else is going to be really happy with that Xcal 5.
This might be a good time for Dang to check that grind tile, even though you're super low, just in case.
Question in chat. Team members get to talk with each other? Yes. So the rules are essentially they sit in a voice chat channel together. They're able to talk as freely as they want. They can share written notes with each other, like through Google Docs or something like that. They cannot watch each other's streams or share video footage, screenshots, what have you. It has to be all verbal and written communication.
As we find the canoe from Sarda down the Earth chain, which is good for Dang and Party, because they also know where the floater is for 50k. So having that knowledge is very useful for them. And that once they get 50k, they will be able to go and get that floater. Let's see, the levels right now are leave a lot to be desired, that's for sure.
Without access to AoE, they're going to be hard pressed to actually find any easy grinds right now.
Gold 2, unfortunately, it's only worth 4,000 and some change, so that'll only be sellable for 2k. You can't even think about it, just go ahead and equip it. So it looks like, if I'm being as though we've ran this, looks like Dang might be on the money grind. Potentially Gregory, since he's grinding, but it looks like Dang might just go and try to find a bunch of items, I guess, or maybe chest density places to try to find more money so that they can get a floater. Because once you've got the floater, you can start making way more moves in this type of seed.
Dang is going to stay mobile, I think, in the volcano area, and is really, really hoping that Gregglypuff, who's currently at the Earth incentive chest, is about to open a floater.
Oh, no, we saw the floater at...
oh, right, the floater was for sale. Yeah. The floater was for sale at the shop.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, if I'm Dang, I'm trying to find chest dense places, especially knowing that Gregan's probably grinding to just get the money out the way. And we find the herb in the Earth chest.
It's a thing we need. I don't believe we've seen Elfland Castle yet.
We have not, and I totally forgot we got that level 1 exit, which is super clutch. As we see Demon taking on some unrunnable Sayhags with the lit. Still got that one house. Ooh, we just found the Ice 3.
Ice 3.
What is he? How are they finding all this good armor? Like, oh my gosh, man.
See, the difference is that I rolled this and not Danny.
You blessed them, indeed.
I know. Well, I didn't bless them. Look at level 1 magic still.
I mean, look, Cure 4 and Exit, you can't complain. We don't have AoEs, but we can get out of there. We probably won't die. I'll take that. And we haven't seen anything in terms of like Death Touch or, Kareeves with, Trance Party or anything like that. So that's good to see so far. Because that'll be the worst. Like, Imps with Nuclear, game over.
So Dangwoo finds Melmond. We're going to do a slab turn in real quick. I don't believe we've spotted Lefane yet, but we can take a look at level 5 magic, some weapons and armor. What do we got in the armor shop? We have... Woof. Very cheap iron -2 if we haven't found chain 5, I guess.
Yeah, if we don't have chain 5, I guess you're going to do that.
Yeah.
And we don't have chain 5, so...
and cap 5s.
Cap 5!
Otherwise known as basically an iron helmet. Ooh, Falchion 4s. That's fine until we can afford silver swords.
That's doable.
Alright, what do we got out of level 5 white magic? Invis 2, not red learnable.
Fog 2, I would pick that up as well.
Yeah, sure.
It has its uses every now and again.
Ice 2 and Lightning 2 at level 5. Oh, the low-level magic story gets worse.
So, I mean, look, the only chances they have of something, I guess, okay, at between levels 2, 3, and 4, you got Fire 2, which is unfortunate, right?
Fire 2, Ice 3, and Nuke are still unaccounted for.
Exactly. Fire 2. I think we actually did see Ice 3 at one of the level 7 shops. Yeah, I peeped someone singing Ice 3. So you got Fade, Nuke, and Fire 2 is like your good to go AoEs, I guess.
Alright. Ooh, was that Dangwoo selling the XCal 5?
I don't know if he did or didn't. I mean, I can't do that. Especially knowing I have a knight, I can't do that.
So here's the thing with that. If there is a big brain play to be had here, if you vendor the XCal and then paddle all the way back to the floater item shop and then buy the floater, you can reset and you'll have the XCal back.
Wow. Galaxy braining to the quantum degree right there.
But I already saw a reset happen out of Dangwoo, so I wonder if that's not happening because we're not close enough, or because he has a better idea on what to do. Like, if we could do a tile grind to get cash, that would solve the problem of cash and also the staggeringly low levels, because that's a problem we need to solve, like, now.
Indeed, as Demon RHK did pick up a dragon armor, so that's going to be good. So the knight is looking really great this feed. Once we don't we have the tail? We know where Bahamut is. We don't have the tail, but as soon as we find the tail, the knight is beast mode. Plus, they're going to get Cure 4. They don't need exit. They're going to get Cure 4. Like, the knight is beast mode in this seed. We just need to find the tail.
Oh, but a knight with exit could go anywhere for a grind tile, assuming we find a caster item somewhere and a tile to use it on. Oh, that could be so good.
That would be the GOAT.
Oh, hey, we found Elfland. What do we got out of level 3 magic? It's Nuke.
And we got
Zap.
Nuke. There we go. All right, so we can go ahead and make some moves now. And Zap is going to be, another throwaway out there. So,
shoutouts to Falconic in chat, who personally attacked my seed rolling style by saying that Nuke was going to be in Elfland. And there's also Fade, so this is yet again not a red mage seed.
Wow. So this is and light. There you go.
And life, yeah, go. See?
So we're settled.
Yeah, alright. Just throw a brick at the gas, see in Topher. And there's our level 4 Ice 3, so we got stable AoE at a level 3 and level 4, and we're good to go.
So I apologize.
Just go for it.
I thought we did see Ice 3. It must have been Ice 2, so that's excellent. Stable AoE. Go find the tail, and then go get your pieces, and you're out of here. Like, It was scary at first, but like just what we can see from the bird's eye view, this doesn't seem too scary to see them. And saying that though, Chaos could come out with some baloney, so
it ain't over till Topher.
That's true. Did Gregory just reset out of Alpha?
Gregory did do a reset. I wonder if that was before the end or after the end.
That was
before the end.
That was before the end. So
yeah,
go back, man.
Gregory looked at the bountiful level 3 magic in Elfland and said, "Nah, bro, I got exit, and I got a Cure 3 -2 shirt. Here we go.
I'm good to go." Obviously. Now,
question in chat.
Shirt, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Question in chat. What's the flashing orb in the corner of each stream? So, we run co-op off of a Lua script, and essentially that dot is the connection of the Lua script to the main server. When it's green, it's actively transmitting. When it's yellow, it's on hold, and hold can occur for any number of reasons. Usually combat, because you can't really acquire items in combat. Just something about the way that FFR works. And if it's red, that means you've lost connection and need to hit the brakes, reconnect, do something to fix it.
Indeed. Shoutouts to Lewis Script. FFR team. Alright, so Dang has hit the end initially. Words are hard. And does Gregory have enough for the floater?
Maybe that's what the reset was.
Or something else. So, oh yeah, that might have actually been the move to go get the floater. So, looks like he's waiting for. Okay, excellent. So, reset should
there
be
we go.
Gregory any moment.
Yep.
Boom.
Oh, shoutouts to Falconic in chat for correcting me. The latest co-op does do a bit of transmitting mid-battle, but it is often delayed. Thank you, Falconic.
Shoutouts to Falc. Excellent. So we see some people on screens. Gregory was probably updating the tracker sheet, reset, saved all that monies.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And now he can go in, get him some nukes, some fade, some life. And then they can be on to the races. This is the type of seed that's just, oof. I mean, mind you, you know, does someone have the thief? But even without the thief having the Katana 5, at this point, all I want is the tail. And at this point, I mean, have we seen houses for sale?
I've not seen, I don't remember seeing how much houses are. I've been too busy looking at all this good magic in Elfland. I'm mesmerized by it.
The thing about me is once you get like to this point, I'm pretty much looking for houses so I can get 20, 25. It might sound like a superfluous number, but then when you don't ever have to end again,
So Dengwu having a bit of troll trouble, but is aiming to be first in the air somewhere around the, we'll call it the 21-minute mark.
Shout outs to level 5 at 20 minutes in. I definitely know how that goes, believe me. I'm the champion of level 5 at 30 minutes in, you know. Just be ready for flaws.
Nah, it's fine. You just find the slime tile and you just sit on it with fire 2 for like 10 minutes and you'll be level 15. It's great.
I remember that one. Shout outs to the stick that we had too. Oof.
Right. So Gregory is continuing exploration as poor Dengwu gets rumbled by thunderbolts. Transports all the way back to Elfland. Ouch. So we're going to push back that first in the air timer a bit.
These things happen.
Does Dan have the ribbon? I believe so. And Team Gilgamarsh just got their floater. Nice. Demon RHK is on the move, gonna race Dengwu all the way to the airship desert.
Who's got better map movement? And Demon RHK already won ball. Get your over-unders in chat for who's gonna bonk more to the way to the Ryukon Desert. Ooh, and we're in a sticky situation in that Black Mage does not have the charges for level 3 yet for those Seihags, so we're gonna have to do it the old school way.
So Demon RHK is deviating a bit from the path I'd thought he'd go on, and I like it, and here's why. He's taking a slightly longer route to get to the airship desert. This is true. However, if he takes the canoe dock to get to Ordeals, that's a big time save to get into Ordeals, and we don't really have the magic firepower to survive anything on the way to Ordeals. So overall, this is going to be easier and a time save. I love it.
That is actually a very big brain play right there. And we will see the ship probably. Ooh, so looks
well,
like
it's some kind of dungeon.
It looks like an ice floor.
We're gonna skip all these chests.
Seashine floor.
Yeah, it's the floor before mermaids, and then we got dwarves. Dwarves holding a tent and a bad wooden stick. Snubbing the hooray dwarf. Hate to see it.
But we do have the key, so we can check those wonderful goodies down here. Maybe find a masa.
Sure. I've handed over everything else so far. How about $7 a cabin, a silver 1 sword, another $7, a house, a shard, 6,600 gold, $5.
I'll take that.
Well, it's fine.
I mean, look, if anything, I'll take it just for the house. And you got a piece out of it. Uh-oh, Fizzle, looks like you've been bodied on DVS's screen. However, I just threw out a lit.
Well.
We'll bring you back eventually, mate. Don't worry.
Brocade 4.
Yeah, that was nice to see.
So lots of really good endgame armor for the taking as Grigglypuff runs into mermaids. What do we got? 6,600 gold. So 10k and a silver bracelet out of that first room.
How many pieces are we getting, chat? I'm going for 3.
I'm going for 0. Oh, well, there's one. There's another shirt.
Another tier 3 shirt.
A house. A really bad wooden shield, a sun sword -5.
Hey, look, it's something.
You need your shield -1, that's good enough.
That's not bad.
A wooden 5 helmet.
Bunch of wooden 5s today.
That ever so slightly better than the cap 5 we already had. And in the final 3 boxes, we get it's 1,100 gold.
11.
The silver sword.
Silver one.
1,700 gold. So
well,
1 shard.
A piece.
I was the closest.
Some money. You were the closest. You win today, my friend.
Meanwhile, Dengwu finds Elfland Castle, doing a bit of notes. Doing a bit of notes upkeep, and then we're going to see what the Serb turns in.
Oh yeah, we do have the Earth, so that's actually good. The adamant
is adamant.
There we go. So
a big thank you to RPG Limit Break with the raid of 193. Welcome all y'all. It's co-op tournament time.
Nice to have all of y'all with us. Hope you're excited, because we are. As Arachnid Tower having a trans party. Apparently, they enjoy some Armin van Buren in their downtime. And it looks like DVS's party is going to be doing the same. Found a Canaria out on Demon RHK's side. So, 3 free chests.
So, with both our teams in the air, this is now the game of locating enough shards to get into Topher, as well as the loot, because both teams already have the key.
That's very true. We've already seen quite a bit of floors. Now we've seen Kraken floor already. So I believe that was a Corneria Castle. So we already know where one of our fiends are. So that's 4 shards off the break. So yeah, right now it's just basically this is where communication is key. It's like, all right, guys, I'm gonna cover this part of this map. You cover. As we find the loot.
There we go.
Side. That's gonna be great for them. Getting the loot is excellent. So now you're just in the space of find shards and let's done.
Meanwhile, Demon RHK also in the same room, also grabbed the loot, resetting out because he grabbed the loot, and because the loot was transmitted to the server, if he resets, the server will give him back the loot because he didn't have it previously. That is an intentional functionality of co-op. It's something to strategize around. It's great.
2 pieces in the same spot.
Always bet on Sky. Team Sky.
That's true. Sky's got so many chests. And with the AoE that they have access to, they're leaving out with levels.
Of the Sky floors, I think my favorite is the star-shaped floor. It has the most good encounters and the least bad encounters.
Touche.
Like, I don't have to
You can
worry
find
about,
eyes.
man, you could find eyes. I don't have to worry about roving packs of bad men. I don't have to worry about man-cat Medusas. I don't have to worry about whiz vamps that will just punch me in the face.
That's so
It's
true.
pretty safe. So coming up on 30 minutes in, we've got both teams with the loot and the key. So it's just a shard hunt at this point.
Yes. So I mean, at this point, the caliber of the teams playing. Obviously, Topher's a great equalizer, and we're still a bit of ways. I don't think anyone has more than 6 shards yet, per se. Maybe a bit more than that, 8. But it's really, we're looking at maybe an hour more in the seed in terms of a dot done. But what's going to be interesting now is because we have the setup, really, once somebody finds a tail on the respective teams, we know where Bahamut is. It's just a matter of, hey, do I want to check that grind tile on Earth, see if that's worthwhile? Because if you got the tools, so it's really just a matter of methodically. Ooh, a Vorpal too. It just the gifts keep on giving in this season. Oh my goodness. But I had to stop in my own tracks. Like what? But yeah, it really is just a matter of methodically what works for you. Am I going to zoom, and power grind while I walk, or am I just going to get a grind in and then be so beast mode that I don't have to worry about being stifled or anything? So I think that's where it's interesting as a spectator, being able to see what everyone's doing in this regard.
Right. So really the question of do I walking grind versus do I stationary grind in a seed like this where I'm being handed everything I've ever wanted, I don't think the path is long enough to do a walking grind. I think I'm gonna have to plan on finding a tile somewhere and parking there at least for a little bit.
I like that assessment because I mean you're right. I already forgot we have gold 2s for no money at all, really 4K and some change. So we have everything. So it really is going to be a matter of who's going to maximize the grind most efficiently. Who's going to spend say 7 minutes versus 11 minutes on a grind because they found the better tile, so on and so forth.
Question in chat: why are you giving them easy seeds, man? I would argue that this might be one of the more difficult seeds because the margin for error is much smaller because nothing's in your way. It's all about execution and coming up with the better plan faster.
Exactly. That's such a good statement because when you know for a fact, like your opponents are facing the same thing, 30 minutes they're going to be in essentially just shard hunt mode. Same as us, you have to have a level of execution. And that's what it comes down to versus say, a seed that would be 2 hours because one team managed to find, something that the other team didn't, or they found the grind tile 7 floors down where the other team just got bodied. That makes a total difference. So it looks easy from the sense that 1 to 4 and all their items look good, but there's no margin for error.
So Degwu finds a Manticore tile. It's good to patch levels. I would not carry it to a late game grind.
Not at all.
Especially with sleep. Sleep's annoying. I don't know how many ribbons we have.
They're going down to a fade though, so I take this up to maybe level 16. That wouldn't be too long. And after that, I'm out. Even level 16 might be a stretch, to be honest, but... Is Demon the first one in the armor?
I believe so. I believe this is the first time this race I'm seeing Armory. Nice. And we find the mighty slow -1 hammer. See, there's your cursed items. It's a caster item that casts a garbage spell, and it's a garbage weapon. See? I'm lumping all the bad in one place.
There you go. Even those Garbo items, though, sometimes I like to have them on just as utility, especially when I've got 2 black mages, and I know I'm really just, one's going to nuke, my white mage is going to cast Fade. I might just throw out a silly, action. Just because. So I'm not
Question
wasting
chat.
money.
What are the boss scaling stats for this tournament? So the flags are going to be getting progressively harder and harder from week to week. For this specific week, bosses are clamped, which means they'll be no lower than their base 100% value, all the way up to a possible value of 280%. On average, it tends to roll in the middle. Hey, Demon
Ooh,
RHK found the worm
worms.
tile. Nuke him.
That's what you want to see. As long
Who's
as
ready
they're within 2 nuke range, yeah, we're
It
good to go.
doesn't matter. We got Demon RHK has 3 nuke and or fade casters. We live here
You're
now.
right. You're right. And we got access to exit, and I believe he's got like 1 or 2 houses. So
On the other hand, I believe that's north of 600 health already, so...
you'll get your money's worth after 3 of them, but you know, it is going to take a little bit. That's it. And he might not have enough charges to necessarily get past 3 after this turn.
Top end 6 nuke and or fade casts to bring down worms. That's high. That's
Vorpal too again.
Pricey to commit to, but I don't know. I'm just so drawn to it.
Yeah,
I would make a note
I'm
of
definitely making a note of that.
Yeah, make a note. Come back later.
Once you're at level 24, you know you can do it because you'll have
Mhm.
6 charges at level 3 easily on everyone. Game
Sure.
over.
And I believe this is first or second floor in whatever location this is in. So it's not that bad to get back to it.
Ooh, there we go. We found some houses in Provoking. They're only 600, so that's
Sweet.
excellent.
Load up,
That's
buy
what I
ourselves a
was
subdivision.
What? Getting 20K's worth, no bare minimum. Did you steal those seal ones, by the way, from Max Gold? Hold on, so gold 2s are 4K, but steel 1s are 65.
The value.
Logic.
Yeah, the armory floor is the first floor of that location, so that is an easily return to grind tile. We've got Mage and Fighter.
Mhm.
This is another fine one to get to like mid-teens, but then I would probably set up shop somewhere else. Giants, pass.
You gotta do it. Now, what I'm actually noticing is Gregory and Dangwoo have more key items in DBS in each case.
Yes.
Their EXP is going to balloon a bit faster than Team Gilgamarsh.
And we can get another look at level 2 magic. The Invis, tier 2, I guess, out of white magic. And out of black magic, we have Warp and Lock.
Warp.
Lock's good.
There we go. Yeah, Warp and Lock. That's good enough.
Yeah.
And I mean, Cure 2s, just in case, you know, you don't want to spam all your heal pots. It's something.
Sure.
I don't like
Meanwhile,
having empty slot.
Demon RHK is going to take on Carrie. Carrie's going to fast herself. That's yikes.
Ooh,
We're going to try some Fade for 103, Nuke for 356, and Nuke for 124 with a swing. 1 hit, 1 damage. Given that we're not swinging something sad, 1 hit, 1 damage seems real bad. So we're going to be on caster spam.
And
but with the 6th Nuke and or Fade, down goes Carry 1. Quite a lot of health on that.
We also did get the slab. We also got the slab, and that became the bottle because we found Lefane on Ding.
Sweet. We know where Gaia is. We can go turn that in.
Yep, and we also found Titan West, I believe. Now, what's interesting is I believe we found the Ruby at some point, but I don't know if did we find the Ruby? Or maybe
neither team has found the Ruby just yet.
Forget Iverson.
Demon RHK is going to take another shot at this here worm fight. We're either dumping charges or we're committed to a grind. I'm eager to see which. 3 to 4 worms is the most experience you will get out of a grind tile in the game.
Facts.
But when they roll like 800 health, it's just like, because they have 200 MDef. So even Nuke and Fade are going to struggle a bit to deal sizable damage to them. But the experience you get, oh, Chef's kiss. So good.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those things, like, it will definitely be a much better grind later on, especially when you find the tail, you're rocking that Excal 5, and you're just hitting them for 300, 400 to swing. Yeah, it'll definitely be a better grind. But you know what? If you can still beat them and exit out, you just got to do it. Because you're going to balloon up 4 or 5 levels, you know, especially in this early in the game. And lo and behold, now they went from 15 to 19.
Oh, such a good tile. All right. So what are we going to get out of this here
bottle?
bottle?
Is going to be a dud item. I'm calling it dud item bottle.
I'm thinking ribbon or a tent.
Tent.
All right.
There we go.
You win this round, Duchess.
I knew the fairy was up to no good.
And in Ordeals, we have the Chain 5 armor. Team the Upstarts, 2 for 2 on dud items in relatively short succession.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think it's about time you get out of there, Damon. You're at level 21.
Especially now that we found the... especially since DVS just found the tail. Cast exit.
Yeah.
Go to Bahamut.
That's it. Immediate go to Bahamut.
Mm-hmm.
And this is one of the times, as you know, a union of players, this is one of the few times you'll immediately just tell your partner, hey, look, I don't care what you're doing, especially because we're in shard hunt mode. We're not looking for anything. Go get your levels up. Get your body right, you know? Go see Bahamut. So.
Yeah. Get swole, as the kids say.
We don't need veggies. We just need the tail of a rat, obviously.
Yeah. All beef all the time. So Dengwu has found the carry floor. This is going to be a quick and easy 2 shards, as well as Demon RHK is going to be the first to class change at the 40-minute mark.
That has to feel so good.
Brings a tear to my eye watching them grow up.
I remember when they were just wee little rascals. Oh, dragon armor! I forgot they had that. Pro 5 ribbon dragon armor. Oh my gosh, just looking so lovely. Yeah, I would definitely change out that ribbon and throw it on the white man.
With the levels they're at right now, yeah, I'd like to see that ribbon on a caster. But I feel like by the end of the game, that ribbon's going to make its way back up to the top.
Defo. And the knight's also going to get fade as well, right? I mean, they're not really going to use it, but...
Yes, knights will get fade.
I think it was the first slot.
First slot, level 3.
You're never really going to use it, but I'm going to buy it.
It'll come up most in Temple of Fiends Revisited if there's unrunnable trash packs. That's when the knight just says, I don't care, fade. It preserves fades for the other magic casters, and it gets you out of the encounter really, really quickly.
That's it.
Whereas DVS has found the 1-2 fighter tile. This is the one that's good to take a solo grind on if you can hit them. Like, if they're not deadly to you, that's fine, but that's like a most of the time scenario. The problem is that fighters tend to have a lot of evasion and a lot of absorb, so you need to connect attacks on them.
Ooh, something locked too.
There was a lock staff too.
Ooh, that's good. Okay, a lock staff. I thought it was a lock. And still,
I'll take
lock staff. That's great. And dang, you got to get out of there before that bull casts thunder. Because I remember they got it.
Chat pointing out that our... what we got out of Titan? There's our ribbon. Okay.
Ribbon and Ice 4.
Chat pointing out that our lovable explosives expert, Narek, gave us a whole 2 gold.
Congratulations. It's like my favorite consolation prize.
Should have read the contract harder before you signed over the explosives. Oh well, live and learn.
Exactly. 2 gold, and also we're coming for taxes later, so.
Fees, man, they get you every time.
Sincerely. So Demon's looking pretty good. Got himself some stuff, so What's the shard count for everything?
So, Grigglypuff has 7. The last I saw of DVS had, I believe, 12. I've not seen Demon RHK or Dengwu in a bit. I should have just seen Dengwu. I did not. His menuing, he just too fast.
Yep.
I want to say it was north of 12.
All right, so we got 2 different themes on 2 different screens.
Here we go versus carry. What are we gonna do? We're gonna swing. We're gonna defensive buffs.
A bit of respect for carry. I'm not gonna say anything.
We're probably not gonna see that same respect for Lich though. We're gonna do some tempers because we don't care. They're on a fade, 100 damage, whatever. Carry all fast. Night swing, or sorry, thief swing. Thief, that's the thingy. 3 hits, 3 damage. That's the punchline.
Touche.
Second Invis 2 versus carry. We're going to try and avoid as many of those melee attacks as possible. The Mighty Thief misses. Temper goes off on the fighter. Big swing out of carry. Destroys Danny the Black Mage. Melee hit.
We're also trying to get some Brack strats out there on Kraken as we take care of Lich on DVS's side. So
we've reached the point of the run where everyone is looking to tear down some easy fiend kills. Carry is putting up quite the fight with sleeps and holds and big melee swings. Meanwhile, versus Kraken, the Kraken has been brackened.
After
Borkin
the Brack.
Borkin into pizzas. That's 4 free shards for Demon RHK.
There we go.
The fight versus Carry 1 continues. Carry 1 ripping through the spell list. Fire 2 coming out. Hold coming out. Trying some more swings. 3 hits for 100 damage. That's in the right direction, but we need more of it. Fade for sub 100. That's not good. 2 fades left. Here's one of them.
260.
92. With a miss.
Ooh, a miss.
Big single hit out of carry. 2 hits, 42 out of the fighter. The final fade. First.
GG.
The thief that I mocked. 1 hit, crit for 50 damage. Down goes carry 1. Easy 2 shards for Dengwu.
Got it done. So, I'm confused for the moment. Demon was the one that did the grind on the worms. Is that correct?
Correct.
Oh, yeah. Well, what's interesting is, although Gregory and Dengwu have all the key items, like they have way more key items, DVS and Demon are in a better position with the tail right now to do more work. So that's very interesting, in my opinion. Albeit Demon could do with some houses, could definitely buy some.
In general, I feel like in these entrance floor shuffle races, the edge goes more to knowledge than anything else. So I would give slight edge, I think, to team the Upstarts. But Gilgamarsh could easily start cleaning up key items in a moment here. And with the key items will come the scaling, and they already know where the tile is. So they could easily slingshot into Topher first.
True, and Gregory Pub just found the tail, so there you go.
Sweet. Time to hand in our paperwork and get that promotion. Question in chat. What is the definitive version of Final Fantasy 1? Answer this one.
Thank you. GBA doesn't exist, mate. Like vanilla Final Fantasy 1, you walk at like the speed of your uncle with no legs that never had them. Like, I'm trying to tell you, this is the definitive way to play. And by the way, sincerely, like, you know, the way to play, honestly, is just the way you enjoy it. Like,
oh yeah,
load
definitely.
up a ROM yourself, try the seeds out yourself, and just give it a go. I mean, it's so much fun. You'll be surprised how many different variations of this game you can have fun with. You can have seeds that are just jetty to the point where you have, Will Bloodworth 6-hour single thief seeds. So
I will say one advantage that the later iterations do have is the bonus dungeons. I genuinely enjoyed the bonus dungeons from some of the later versions, but my heart still lies with the NES version because it was the first one I played. It's the one I enjoy the most. It has the higher difficulty due to having the cast per level versus the MP system. It's just good. I like it.
8-bit graphics and sound and Nasir's godly coding. Like, I'm sorry, I gotta give it up to the NES version.
So we've got both teams running around doing our post-class change shopping, making sure that we're loaded up with spells and everything we want. Level 7 Quadex and fast hurts my soul. I also remember seeing Lock 2 out of the Onrax shop.
Yep. It's not the greatest, but you know what? I mean, at this point, that level 7 Quadex is utility, if nothing else. So you're not worried about it because you're casting that pre-Topher. And then once you're in Topher, those fasts are that's just fast. And the good thing about Intershuffle is you're going to end up on the Fiend floor. So hopefully you can serve those fast charges as well.
But if you get those Black Mages to a high enough level and you bust out the math strats, Quadex is the best spell in the game.
You ain't lying. And we don't know what the seed is going to bring you. And you'd be surprised. Like, you end up with level 7 charges. People look at level 7 like, and it's not the greatest, but you still end up with like 4 or 5. You grind up to the 30s.
All right, let me see if I can get a shard count. So, Demon RHK rocking 15 shards at the moment. Gregley sitting at 10. I'll try and get a look at DVS and Dengwu when I get a moment. Oh, I missed Dengwu. Yeah, Dengwu's got 10.
Okay. So they both have 10 on their side.
Right. And DVS has 11.
Yep.
Question in chat. What are shards? So, in general, when playing through Final Fantasy I, you are to light the 4 orbs to get access to the final dungeon. We have a mode in the randomizer that is treasure hunt. Rather than lighting the 4 orbs, you have to find the X number of shards. And shards will get different fun names like pieces, chunks, etc. In the co-op tournament, for this week, you will need to collect 28 shards out of all the shards that exist in the game. I believe there's 30-something. And those shards will be in treasure boxes, but also you can kill fiends to get some free shards. If you kill Lich or Carry, you get 2 shards. If you kill Kraken or Tiamat, you get 4 shards. And you can get to 28 however way you choose, but once you get to 28, you can go in the final dungeon.
You still need the key and the loot.
Correct.
As per normal, but in so long as you have those 2 items, because it's floor shuffle, there's a chance you don't need the chime, the herb. Now, we did see, obviously, we need the herb, etc., but because it's floor shuffle and you're only going for shards, you might not need the cube, you might not need the rod. I don't think we've seen the rod. Like, we don't need it, so...
We probably don't need it, because we've got the loot and key accounted for, and unless there's just a mountain of shards behind the rod, we can probably leave it.
That's it. Now, if we ended up finding up if there were ever Sportal logs and you're like, oh my god, the nuke stick was right behind the rod. Well, too bad, so sad, but you don't need it to complete the scene, it looks like, so far.
Nah.
That's the lock 2 stick. You're going back. You're going back for that.
Yep.
Free lock. We've got Dang about to take on Lich. No respect, Strats, Rodney Dangerfield. Throw a Quake out there, mate. Throw a Fade out there. Like, come on, man.
Dengwu, as is tradition, trying for the Deng strats, but gosh dang if those melee aren't too strong. This fade is probably gonna end the story. Nope, Lich is still there, but 4 hits for 19 damage, arguably even worse disrespect. Down goes Lich 1. Lich 1 is not a real boss, changed my mind.
Nope. And looks like BVS is taking on them worms.
Like, even Lich 2 will sometimes just be like, LOL, turn 1 nuke, and you're just like, ugh, now I have to heal after combat. Thanks, Lich 2. But Lich 1 is just like, hey, I found the Spire 2 on the floor, do you like it? And it's just like, you're embarrassing both of us.
Exactly. Oh, you love to see it. DVS is learning the joys of the worms. Just equip that Excal 5 with, with the team of might.
Ooh.
1 damage.
One damage versus that knight. This could be an incredibly short solo grind if we can figure out a way to get that knight to kill those things in a timely manner. Gonna involve being higher than level 21. But it looks like
get to level 24, you might have enough swings to, oh, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
Interesting formation. I wonder if we're looking to kill off 1 or more mages so that we can set up a 2-man grind with the knight and the white wizard. Because we've looped back around to the worm. Yeah, that was just a check to make sure we had the rest of the boxes before we really commit to this.
That makes sense.
The knight for 3 hits, 302. Gonna need probably 2 swings per worm, maybe 3 swings per worm. But with incoming damage only being 1, like, the only thing we're really burning is time.
That's it. And you're gonna get the levels that you need.
And speaking of burning things down, we got us a Dangwu Kraken Pull.
Ooh. So Dang is just knocking out these fiends, huh?
We're gonna temper up this knight. Big ol' night swing. Missed. Ink gives the knight darkness just to add insult to injury. Brat goes nowhere. Invis 2.
I wonder. Oh, okay. So DVS is gonna go ahead and exit out. Kind of makes sense. I mean, where the
It's a real big time investment for that grind. There might be a better one elsewhere. So we got Invis 2 going off. Lock goes off on the big squid. Temper incoming. The Ablative Meat Shield goes down. 7 hits, 400 damage. Let's try another round. We need more Invis. Do we need more power? No, we need more anti-evasion. Swing. Missed. Invis 2 goes off.
We need that lock.
Incoming melee explodes the white mage. We're gonna need a non-evasion based plan. How's that Brack looking? Not good enough because we're still using lock. Incoming ice 2 does ice 2 things. Lock goes off. Swing. 2 hits, 157. That's damage.
That is damage.
And that's sleep 2.
Ooh.
Kraken 1 is making fun of us. Swing. 2 hits, 376. Boom goes the black mage. It's mono
Kraken
e mono.
says, I'm a real boss. Hold in pressure strats.
Oh, Kraken using BM strats with a lightning 2 when it could have just meleeed.
Let's get an ink turn. Oh,
gives
Dangwu
gave Dangwu the turn he needed. And Dangwu very wisely heals before taking steps.
You do not have the body. I've done it.
I don't know if he's wiped post Kraken but before orb lighting, but I sure have. It feels real bad.
Definitely. It feels horrible. You body them and then your white mage just gets destroyed by, just enemy initiative thunder. Ouch, as we see our Ankylos on RHK screen. Yep, that's an instant. I'm gone.
Good old...
Never want to fight our Ankylos.
Nope. They will demolish everyone and be worth basically negligible experience. It's a real good time.
Nope. It's not worth it.
So Dangwu takes a quick trip to the party member store as DVS lights the carry orb. After a quick carry fight, is DVS looping back?
Worm tile.
Going back to that worm tile. It's
Back to
grind
the
time.
worm tile. Yep. Pretty much go ahead, put the black mages to sleep. You know, they've got all the charges they need at this point, honestly. Because the best spells are sitting at level 3 and 4, too. Yeah, put them to sleep and just let your knight do work.
We want that Excal 5 to make magic happen, and to do that, we need a high level knight. I don't know if they're going to go all the way to 50. I certainly would. Question in chat, did Dang ever find the Katana 5? I don't know.
Ooh. Because that's the game changer for him.
Yeah.
Because that crit, there's nothing better. Like, even the Excal 5 isn't. I'm sorry, isn't in terms of crit.
Oh, it's not even close. We're talking triple, maybe quadruple crit.
That Katana 5 is like, if you have it, there's nothing better. They're about to get their ribbon, though, dangling.
Ribbons are good. We need them. Nobody likes getting cracked or baned in a chaos fight.
Nope. And RHK is doing a bit more exploration, looks like.
So it looks like.
So
DVS's grind is going places. A lucky ambush from the worms has taken out the Black Wizard. And now it's just seeing how many swings that knight needs to take down these worms.
Yeah,
so they're north of 600 and 600 something health. That's bad news.
I expect,
but not by much. They're right around 700, I think. Meanwhile, Demon RHK hands the crown back to the kindly old king. Something happened. I missed in the interim. The kindly old king is gone. I'm sure he's probably on vacation.
Yeah, he got the Oxy.
Ooh, a Lightning 3 helmet. That was a Lightning.
That's nice.
That was a Lit 3 helmet.
That's great.
That opens up solo grind opportunities to a lot more tiles. For instance.
Perfect tile. Yeah, I think they're going to be good. You know, it's not... But in terms of, you know, how squishy Gilgamarsh are, it's probably going to end up working out to be the same. Where they can take the grind. Possibly. Just one fade, they're already out.
So... the mechanics of a full party grind versus the two-person grind, I'd say that they're about even pace for leveling. The difference is that DVS is leveling 2 characters, whereas Demon RHK is leveling 4.
And at some point, those black mages will probably drop off too.
Maybe.
Albeit it's Gilgamarsh, so you may not have to.
And Dengwu hands the fancy hat over to the kindly old king. The kindly old king thanks him in the battle screen.
And Deng will likely find these Gilgamarshs and do the same thing.
Dengwu shows the kindly old king the Excal 5, and the kindly old king has had enough for today. He's gonna head out. He's gonna go take a nap.
This is the one time you would love to see, you know, an early fire too, because then these Gilgamarshs destroyed. Even a vanilla mage stick.
So we got 2 runners staring at the same fight. Gregory Puff's still on the move, still on the hunt for shards. DVS still on the hunt for shards. Or possibly housing up.
This is a great floor for shards that Gregory's in. finding another dragon.
I think DVS has called it quits with the grind. I think DVS is happy with the level that he stopped at. Meanwhile,
I've got fast, I've got temper and an Excal 5 and dragon armor. This is the villain I'd be.
The Fear minus 4x out of Sky 3.
You love to see it.
Team Sky.
No, I mean, Skies definitely has value. Look, I think Gregory is like almost done with the shards. This DVS also makes his way. And this goes back to exactly what you were talking about earlier in terms of when someone in the chat brought up how come he wrote this. As you can see now, it's coming down to just execution and who's making, I guess, the smarter play. DVS banked on the worms. He had the 2-man grind because the 4-man grind would not have been as efficient. Whereas you see Demon is putting some time into just getting even levels because they just want a dot done first. So it's getting very interesting just seeing the team mantras, but now you're starting to get more into individual play because yes, we have the dot done as a team, but I still need to finish my seed as a person. So. Ooh, that lit 3 helmet doing some alright work. I saw a 200 roll there. So.
Yep. Lightning does really good against Gurmedusas. The only thing you really don't want to bring to the Gurmedusa party is ice.
Yep. And Gregory finds a rod. Nice consolation prize.
And our giant Agamatile, which is not better than the other options we've spotted so far. Especially when the Agamas have Claire.
Yep, and they don't go down to 1 fade. Like, nope. They got nope out of this.
Yeah, pass. Ooh, shoutouts to Speed Gaming 2 with the raid of 50. Welcome all y'all.
Nice. Welcome to the party.
It's actually kind of fascinating that the teams are exactly parallel right now. On the bottom half of our screen, we have the dueling grind of Dengwu versus Demon RHK. On the top half of our screen, we have Gregley versus DVS in the ice loop, looking for stuff. Question in chat. Looks like a good race on paper. How has it been in reality? I would give the edge to the Upstarts in that they found more of the key items faster. However, Gilgamarsh found a worm grind tile faster and took a little bit of advantage of it. At this point, I really think it's any team's race. Looking at shard counts, Greg and Dang have 23 and 20 respectively. Demon and DVS have 22 and 17. But enough about that. We got us a robot. We're going to blow ourselves up a robot. We're going to fast the knight. We're going to temper the knight. Incoming rub doesn't do anything. Invis on the knight. Test swing, 7 hits for a lot of damage.
That's what you want to see. Double tempers again. Go ahead and put out that wall.
We're going to try some wall.
That's what you want to see.
Incoming temper. Temper does temper things, but the second swing of that Excal 5, down goes our robot friend.
Level 32. Excellent. That's what you want to see. Safe as well. So, you know what? Go ahead and bring Boom back to life. It's all good. We can even throw out the level 6 charge. What? Oh.
All we have left is a Tia 1 fight, and then Demon RHK will be 2 shards short of entering Topher. Yep. Meanwhile, DVS is on the move. Dengwu is also on the move. Ended the grind at around high 20s.
Gregory only has 4 shards to go, so.
Dengwu finds are amazing. Oh, Dengwu, your sprite hack. It does my heart good.
It does indeed. Nachos.
Everyone loves nachos. They're real good for experience.
Especially when they're in 8-bit form. And Gregory going back to the Agamatile. Alright.
Dengwu pulling up to the robot chicken. You want to take this fight?
I'm most happy to take this fight. We're gonna go ahead and make sure everybody's feeling good before we go in. See our metallic KFC friend, War Mech. So we're gonna go ahead and get some fast out. Get some ooh, and what was that? A lock? Was that lock? Nice strats, nice strats. And a cure 4 just in case. There's 2 coming out. So one swing, 443 already. Pre-temper, pre-fast. So that's already looking decent. We know this thing's only got about 1400 maximum. So another for one more swing from this really should do it. Ooh, and a nuke? Oh, crack. Telling you people, listen, crack is whack, as Whitney always said. And as you know, app is now down. Don't we done that War Mech? Look at that. Those levels are looking excellent. And Asher's still a little alive. Thusly, we go beautiful life and bring app back to life. There you go. Everything's looking doable. Nothing looks too scary. And as a runner, I'm actually terrified of that because that means Topher might be extremely scary.
Always bet on Topher. I love me a good scary Topher.
I love watching a good scary Topher. I love commentating a good scary Topher. I'm not trying to see it.
Oh, there's no thrill in the world like just kind of dirtling in, just derp, and then suddenly just you meet the brick wall and it shuts you down and you stop and go, okay, now I need to turn my thinking box on, and then
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the day where they have alternate Tophers and it's just 4 Ankylos with like 5,000 HP, our Ankylos with 5,000 HP each casting Thunder, Nuclear, and Cure 4. That's the only script that they've got. And then 3 physicals. Let's go.
Oh, chat calling for blood out of Topher as a means of redeeming myself for the role of the rest of this seed. I don't know. I still commit to the idea that there's nothing scarier than an easy seed because you know that there's no room for error.
That's true. And that's true because if you menu wrong, you're gonna lose. You know, if you don't have a proper pattern, just walking in dungeons, you're gonna lose. It's like it's that serious. You have an easy seed, you better be playing like crab cakes. Like, shout outs to CC, by the way.
Ooh, I believe that's Gregly Puff Shard Capped.
Nice.
Demon RHK also Shard Capped.
Ooh, so we've got 2 people on each. We've got 1 team member each, but
leaving the same location. Gregly Puff. No, is Greg still short?
I did not catch.
Or Gregly is heading for War Mech for easy levels. Demon RHK might be our first in Topher.
Hey, look, I mean, War Mech is super easy. It's 2 swings after being tempered and fast up.
That's necessary information that could have been fed back from Dangwoo. Hey, we got a robot chicken over here. It's got no evasion. It's got no armor. It's got like 1,000 health. Come kill it for free experience.
Did I just see an A ice pickup?
AI?
Did I just see an A ice pickup? I hope not.
I'll have to ask about that. The spell list will give it away. We'll find out.
I'm all for buying lamp at level 8 for the people.
As Gregly Puff takes on the War Mech, here we go. We're gonna try some Bane.
No respect.
We're gonna try some Wall. How about some Fast? Maybe a little bit of Temper. Incoming Grub does nothing. Temper goes out. Big swing. 4 hits, 353. Fast goes off. Wall. Walled. Round 2. We're gonna still respect this war mech. We're gonna try. We're gonna still temper up. Swing. 6 hits, 277. Vorpal doing Vorpal things. Wall goes off. Temper. And incoming crack. No one taken down by the crack.
Nice. I mean, we got enough ribbons. I think we got 3 on Gregory's side, so it was really only one of the black mages who was going to be.
Big swing out of the Vorpal. 6 hits, 644. Down goes the War Mech as DVS on the right-hand side is taking on the Waramech.
Nice.
Basically the same story over here. We cast fast, we cast tempers, we take big swings with the Vorpal. Ooh, but the Warmech fighting back.
Is Demon okay? Oh no. Oh no, Demon.
Oh, Demon is...
Oh no.
Oh, what is going on?
Oh no.
What? It seems like he might have lost his save.
Oh no. That's happened to me in practice before. You hit that reset button just a bit too quick and then... But what I don't understand is it should be saved in the ROM itself though.
It should be, unless there was some kind of technical... Unless there was some kind of technical fault.
What happens in the situation? I'm hoping that, you know...
So, in the situation of a technical error, we'll leave it up...
he gets every single
he gets every item in the game.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
In a case like this, we will leave it up to their opponents to see if they want to re-race at a later date. At least I believe.
Super unfortunate.
At least I believe that's the rules that we operate under. Falconic and chat can correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm going to go in and investigate and see what I can make of this.
This is savable, but we know where every grindable thing is. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to find all those shards again, and that's what's gonna take time. That's the thing that takes time here, because leveling right back up to where you need to be, you know where you need to go to get like all the, I guess, that'll get you out the way, but you gotta find all those shards again, and no matter what, you can't find those within just 20 minutes, even if you know where everything is. Oh, that's super rough to see. But you know what? Demon RHK, definitely a champ. Going right back into the seed, because that would have just... I would have ripped my hair out, I would have screamed, and I would have been like, I can't do it. So definitely shout outs to you, Demon. Dang Wu is going back in time. Will we get validation? Probably not, because we don't need any.
Hey, we found the eye tile.
Eyes. We got 3 eyes, though, and I would definitely take that. And you know what? That's a great thing to see, because if Topher is ridiculous and I need to grind, guess where I'm going. Like, that's the greatest thing to see. Ooh, we got validation, people.
Hey, we got $15 and a silver 4 gauntlet. We good.
That's it. Let's do it. Let's see what Topher has for us today. Frost Wolves, nothing serious. Ah, the OG strats lit on an imp. And those are OG strats, people. Trust me.
Question in chat. Look at that from the start. Like 2 minutes airship. That's got to be a record, right? Oh, I recall back in the good old days some like no entrance shuffle king princess like canoe floaters and having the airship at like 90 seconds.
I've definitely seen some of those seeds. I think last year the spring tournament had one of them. Which was just like ridiculous. We got a lich on day side.
Yep, we got a lich too. The lich too makes it through round 1. Everyone give him a round of applause just for hanging in there. And he's gone.
Didn't think you could do it, lich.
He did as well as he could. So, 3 of our runners in the Temple of Fiends. Gregly, DVS, and Dengwu all inside.
It just comes down to, honestly, like... Well, we did see a nuclear's off the table, because I was actually going to say before Demon RHK had that unfortunate mishap. One thing I did notice is we didn't see any skills which were scary from anything. Warmech didn't even throw anything scary on the table. So
Warmech
seeing
had
a nuclear is actually... Yeah, so seeing a nuclear actually is pretty good from carry, because that's one nuclear off the table that Chaos might be throwing.
Right. We want all the scary stuff to be on Lich 2, Carry 2, maybe deep in the Warmech tree. It's all about avoiding terrible things on Kraken 2, Tia 2, and Chaos.
And surprising to me, like, Chaos always is going to have something nasty, but for me, it's always Tia 2. Like, because Tia 2 is just spell script for some reason. It's just like, it's going to go through all of its spells if you don't kill it in like 6 turns, so... But we're coming up to one of the gatekeepers.
Oh, hey, Lich had nuclear. Gosh dang, if the little tyke isn't trying.
Well, there you go. Lich also had a nuclear, so that's completely off the table. Knowing
Gregly Puff. Gregly Puff at the first actual boss of Topher. We got a Kraken 2. We're going to try some Double Temper and Invis strats. Temper 1 goes off. Invis goes off. Fast goes off. Incoming Fire 3. That's 1 unribboned character. The second mage is unribboned. Possibly also the top one. Invis 2 goes off. The whole party at 1 mitigation. The knight at 2. 2 of 6. We're going to try some Double Temper, maybe some more Invis 2, and a Test Swing. Invis 2 goes off. The whole party is at 2 of 6 evasion. The bottom at 3. Doesn't matter. Big swing with a Poison Touch Kraken. Down goes DVS the Mage. Outgoing swing. 4 hits, 543. That we've got our damage officially operational. We're going to consider our options from here. It looks like we're going to lean a bit more on avoidance, because we really don't want to be tagged by that Kraken strike. Lock goes off. Incoming Lightning 2. Confirm that the top mage is unribboned. Invis goes off. Whole party at 3 of 6. Bottom knight at 4 of 6. No, sorry, bottom knight at 5 of 6. Incoming Kraken melee. Doesn't do anything but 6 hits, 698 damage. Down goes Kraken 2. Gregly Puff is the first through the K2 monstrosity.
Actually, Dang was first with no respect strats, as he just nuked and blasted it out the way. So it was really funny to see that.
Oh, I was so focused on the Gregly Puff fight, I didn't notice Dangwu sneaking in and just oops all nukes. Kind of like the Rock Alls with oops all thunder.
Yeah. Ouch. I mean, thank goodness it's just it's the ribboned up ones now, so
yeah.
Should be able to get out of this in no props.
Time to fire hose some heal pots.
Defo. Now we got access to Cure 4 very early, so we can spread a Cure 4 off.
Are we leaving that ninja face down? What's going on? What are we doing? How's it going?
Not the idea I generally okay with, but
oh, there we go. Leaving life 2 for last. Got it. There's Gregly Puff and Dangwu, both on Tia 2. Both going with buffing strats. Test swing. 0 hits out of an unfasted Mazza. Invis goes off. All goes off. Temper goes off. That is data that has to be fed to the teammate. Temper goes off. Dangwu is going to focus on buffing 1 character. 4 hits, 217. That's a little bit better luck with that swing. But the ninja isn't around to buff anymore, nor is it around to swing anymore. Gregly Puff, hiding the knight in the bottom slot, whereas Dengwu is taking a risk in the second slot. More tempers. Lightning 2 out of Tia 2. Another big Tia 2 melee, but the knight survives it. Knight swing.
Mm-hmm.
1 hit, 5 damage. That's bad news. That's bad news. We're going to try something different. Incoming additional Lightning 2 from Tiamat. Top of your screen, Gregglypuff, 5 hits, 321. That's the damage we're hoping to see. Bottom of your screen, Gregglypuff. Bottom of your screen. Yeah, Gregglypuff the Knight. Cure 4s itself. Outgoing Nuke for 274. Outgoing Fade for 80. More incoming Lightning 2. Tiamat 2's spell list is not that scary. Top of the screen, Outgoing Nukes for 139. Down goes Tia 2 for Gregglypuff. But a swing for 486 doesn't do it for Dengwu. Dengwu's got to be getting close. Possibly last round. Switching to Oops All Damage strats. Incoming Lightning 2 does Lightning 2 things. Outgoing Swing for big damage. Outgoing Nuke for 369. Tia 2 still there. This dragon cannot be long for this world. One more swing. 2 hits, 30 damage. That's not what we needed. A Fade for 135. Didn't quite get us there. But a Nuke for 174. Down goes Tia 2. Both of the upstarts are through as DVS continues a Tia 2 fight. DVS is right on the heels of Gregglypuff and Dengwu, fighting the good fight.
Dang, please heal up. They've got those thundered rock rolls. You don't want to see those. So, yeah, what I find interesting actually is DVS is choosing to have the knight in the third slot, which is the slot which gets the least amount of targeting from enemies, where Gregory and Dang choose to have the white mage, which I generally would do. I would probably change it for this particular fight, though.
So Gregglypuff taking on Chaos, sticking with the same, with the Invis 2 and Temper strats. The knight even using the last of its Invis charges to give itself additional evasion. To get the knight to evade capped as fast as possible. Chaos starts with Lightning 3, does Lightning 3 things. Temper's going off. We want those mages, those top 2 black mages, to live as long as possible to give as many Tempers as possible. Test swing. 7 hits for 526. We're already off to the races.
DBS is getting very close as well, as they just walked into Chaos's lair.
Bottom of the screen, Dengwu. Hit for 291. Top of the screen, Zap. Down goes RHK, the Black Mage. Down to a Zap.
Three Chaoses. Who will die done first?
Three Chaoses on screen. Here Nukes flying, Melee flying, Gregglypuff casting the last of his Tempers, Dengwu's Ninja spending nuke charges while it's still there. Dengwu swing, 9 hits, 720. Chaos versus Greggly, trying stop. Greggly continuing Temper buffing, DVS continuing Invis buffing.
Zap on Dang's side. Ooh,
Zap on...
Oh, GG, Dang hit with the final swing. Finally able to do it.
That is teamwork. Simultaneous chaos kill at a Gregglypuff and Dengwu. The Upstarts finish with an official FFR bot time of 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 17 seconds. GG's to them as DVS continues the fight. We're going to try some more Tempers. We're going to try some more Fades. We're going to keep going. Fades go out. 9 hits for 399. Incoming Zap. The Knight loses to the Zap. It's all on Fades and Nukes at this point. If we can get there, Nuke goes off for 116. Incoming Stop. No one stops. Outgoing Fade for 174. The final Nuke going out of Fades. We're going to need to come up with a non-Fade base plan. Let's try some Invis too, just to prevent ourselves from getting punched. Outgoing Nuke for 104. Chaos is still there. Chaos tries stop. This time, the Black Mage stops. Time for Ruse. We're going to make sure that White Mage is never hit by anything. Tornado goes off, and down goes the Black Mage, and reset happens for DVS. And we are joined in chat right now by our winners, Dengwu and the Gregglypuff. How's it going, guys?
It's going great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I watched 3 Chaos fights at the same time. That was neat.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Holy 3 Chaos fights at the same time?
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, I wouldn't quote call us the winners because we had a technical issue, apparently, huh?
Yes, unfortunately, something happened on Demon RHK's end, and they lost their save file.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I guess what Wednesday was our supposed game 2.
Yeah, we could do game 2 then, or game 1 then, or replay of game 1.
I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. Yeah, we have to probably replay. I mean, we're gonna replay it anyways. But how close was it?
Well, with him wiping on Chaos just now, though, right?
Right. DVS wiped on Chaos just now.
Mm-hmm. That's how close it was.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy close. And where was Demon RHK when all his stuff went down?
Demon RHK, I believe, would have been the first in Topher when
Really?
his stuff went down.
He was cleaning stuff up. He actually he did a few grinds. He had grinded on the worms and Volcano. He did Warmac. It was actually after going to do Warmac the second time, he came back out, and then I think his file got.
Yeah, that's around the time that the issue happened.
Wow, that's unfortunate, man. You hate to see that.
Yeah, it was terrible.
But yeah, I mean, obviously we're gonna just have to reschedule this race. I mean, there's no other way around it.
Sounds to me like we dodged a bullet, Gregley. That's what it sounded like. I'm glad I pulled the old hit the button and make his hardware have issues.
Yeah, tropical storm button.
That's right. I mean, so I think at the same time that happened, actually, I had a flicker with my power. I was like, wow. Gregley, I almost lost power.
Well, definitely a big salute of respect to the two of you gentlemen for offering the reroll.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We'll see if we can get that scheduled on the books in a timely manner. In the meantime, let's talk about this run. Let's talk about the seed in general and how you got everything you ever wanted.
Yeah, I mean, it was great once you could get off the ground and do things. It was just the whole, like, not being able to kill things at first. You know, resorting to stun strats on Garland.
Oh, pish posh. I give you guys temper. What more do you want?
Yeah, that is true. Level 1 temper is very nice.
Let's talk about your clearing strategy real quick. What direction? How do you guys like to divide up direction?
I mean, I'll go on ahead and take this. I always tend to do the NRC and Dang goes on ahead and clears kind of outside of that. You know, I knocked out Topher. I usually head up Provoca and then Matoya and then start making my way towards Elflin. And then he actually heads out of the NRC and checks out Melman and those other two locations, the Titans East and Earth Cave, and then makes his way over to Crescent while I'm still kind of hanging out in the NRC area. And if he's done with all that, then he makes his way back to the southern dock and helps me clear out the rest of the Elflin area.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, the only downside, it's a gamble on my part. I'm just like, if I feel like I'm gonna just jump out to the outer sea or out of the inner sea, whatever you want to call it, I'm just like, we'll just head over there. And I'm like, ooh, XCal +5. You know, we got this. And with that long run, I'm like, all right, cool. And so in typical Upstarts fashion, I'm trying to do math on Twitch while I'm talking to Gregley, and I'm like, how much money do you have? He says, I have 1,300. I go, Greg, do you have 1,300 or 13,000? He goes, 13,000. I go, wow, that's a big difference because you can sell the ribbon in the XCal. He's like, but I don't have the XCal. I'm like, I know where it's at. If you do that, we have enough for the floater. Go get it. He's like, okay. It was really funny because he wouldn't give me a direct answer right away. I'm like, damn it, Gregley, I'm trying to do math.
I'm that partner too. That's like, yeah, sir, it's somewhere. My bad. Yeah, sure. I need an answer, mate. Was it the grind tile? Yes. It was yes. What? I need substance. Yes is substance today.
Darn it, Greg. Give me a one answer for real, please.
Welcome to co-op, people.
And another big welcome to Demon RHK and DVS. Welcome to the booth. How's it going, guys?
Hey.
Oh, GG's, guys.
So,
Well, clearly you guys were playing very well based on DVS entering about 2 minutes behind us, and I've been told that Demon, you were ahead of us, potentially going to be entering in. So, wow. Okay.
Yeah, my MU crashed right as I was headed for Topher.
Yep, it was so bad. It was so terrible to see that. So
yeah.
But you
We
played like
didn't-
a goat regardless.
Yeah, we didn't quite know what was gonna, like, where you guys were. So, we reset up the Lua, got Demon back up and running.
And then it
when
happened
we-
again.
Yeah, and then it happened again, and we saw the finish. And we're like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna finish this because I want to.
Nah, I
Sure.
hear that.
But yeah, we'll talk while that's going on.
Oh, yeah. So, tell me about the start of the seed from your point of view. You're handed basically everything you could ever want in life except for functional black magic. What's your thoughts? What are you doing?
Yeah, so it was a bit of a struggle at first. We're kind of just running around like, okay, we've got next to nothing. Okay, we're gonna struggle to piece together some cash, and then it's like, okay, well, we've got all the armor and it's cheap and it's for sale, but we've got nothing to kill things with. And then eventually, I finally drug up the northwest and found all of our spells, and it was just kind of smooth sailing from there.
So that big long run, I did like this crazy thing where I went, out of the inner sea early, and then I went all the way to Crescent. Clearly, I didn't buy enough saves because then I had to do this long run from Ice Cave all the way over to Elfland Castle, where I ran into everything that wanted to kill me with no saves, and there's no towns nearby, and I'm just like, okay. I think I died multiple times. It was a big time sink. But it was a lot of fun.
Sarcastic on the fun, of course.
Hey, Final Fantasy Randomizer. It's not always this.
Right, and then clearly I forgot to buy tents or something. They might have been cheaper or something. And Greg's like, I bought a bunch of saves. I'm like, I bought a bunch of saves too. Clearly it wasn't enough. So yeah, we kind of tilted each other there for a split second because we're yelling at each other because I'm trying to do math. He's yelling at me because I don't have enough saves, and it was like the worst couple minutes right there.
You guys having argumentative communication? I would never imagine that from your team.
And then
the greatest anti-team that is a team.
I got
Yeah,
so
right.
upset. I got so upset that Greg's trying to talk to me at one point as I'm trying to make this long journey over to Elfland, and I'm so upset, and you can just see that he doesn't want to say anything to upset me anymore. So he just stops, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, Greg. I just trying to get to Elfland.
That's where you guys just need to hug it out. And you just hug it out, and then move on. Things happen in the heat of the moment.
Yeah,
we
we
need
almost
to have we need to actually have an after hours special of a co-op race where you just listen in on each other's co-ops, and it's like, listen, this is hours to hours. Put the kids to bed, but get some tea, and if you're a night owl, you want to enjoy something for an hour or two, just listen in on your favorite team's
Just us
commentary.
being crazy.
Definitely have to be after hours, though. Absolutely.
100%.
So, Demon and DVS, talk to me about your strategy in general. Like, how do you guys like to divvy up the world?
Well, normally we have a pretty set pattern in how we divvy things up. However, somebody decided that they wanted to deviate from that right off the gate here.
Yeah. Because in my brilliant mind, okay, so I keep
No, in your brilliant mind, you completely forget his floor entrance shelf, and you get over. It's like, why is it Provoca and Provoca?
Actually, that's literally what happened. See, I ran the challenge seed this morning, and I was like, oh, Provoca, and yeah, don't play other seeds when you're trying to get ready for a big run.
All
That was-
that practice you
that was-
did this weekend. All that practice you did this weekend, huh? And you already forgot his entrance
See, dang,
shuffle.
I knew you were going to bring this up at some point. I knew it. I felt it. It was coming up. I throw so much at you. This is your time.
Well, I mean, it's like we're gonna have to replay game 1 anyway, so.
Hey, that's honestly because Demon and I were talking about that. That's 100% up to you guys.
Yeah,
So-
you guys, it would have been darn close, but I think you guys still had DVS on the run anyway, even with 30 seconds we lost setting up the Lua twice and stuff.
Yeah, there's absolutely no my perspective. There's no way to know what would happen, and it was fucking close. Sorry, really close, and you
Language.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sincerely sorry.
It's like talking to my kid. Language.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, on that note, we're gonna take the win now because you used that language. All right.
Really? Do we need to listen on your guys' comms? Because I'm sure.
We're angels here, okay? We're angels.
I mean,
Upstarts are angels.
here's like two. In my opinion, there's two thoughts to it, right?
Mhm.
There's obviously like Dang and I finished before Davis finished, but Davis could have easily been tilted by the fact that his partner lost that save and wasn't like
Mhm.
thinking clearly during the chaos battle because he knew he would
not
win
attaching
anyway.
your Vorpal 2 to your
Yeah, exactly.
Good
So
times.
it's just it's kind of one of those things where you would have played better had that not happened to Demon RHK. So
100%.
there's no real way to know who
Yeah.
would have done what at that point. So it doesn't make any
very
sense
true.
for us to take the win. Like if we had already won,
Oh yeah. If
You
you guys
know,
were like 5 or 10
or if we
minutes
were
ahead
like
of
way
us,
ahead,
yeah.
then be a different story. But I mean, the game was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, because even from a spectator's point of view, like once Demon relayed the information to DVS, I believe you were sitting right outside of Tia, and you actually sat stationary for like 20 seconds. I think because you like had to process it. Hold on,
Yeah.
are you serious, bro? Did it really,
Yeah.
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
like,
well-
oh crap. So like that's 20 seconds, and I mean like who knows?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
So overall, game 1 will be redone on the day that we have our second race schedule, which is Wednesday night,
Mhm.
and then we'll figure out our game 2, obviously. With,
Yeah.
whenever
I'm
that
happy
will-
to I'm happy to help calm for the y'all Wednesday game.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
love it,
for-
Duchess. Seriously. So, and like from our perspective, like thank you, Dang and Greg for having that perspective. Just we want to have good, clean matches, and the fact that you guys are willing to let us redo this one race is you don't have to, and so the fact that you are means a lot. So
I just
I'll
want you
leave
to
it at
take.
that.
I just want you to take that, as a consideration when we're racing the game 1 on Wednesday. Possibly go a little bit slower, okay? Because you guys were on fire tonight. I'm just saying.
Dang, I gotta say, this gives us an extra day to practice for that game 1.
Oh my God,
we got
Lord.
Oh my god, no.
About
Hey, look.
practice here.
Oh, it's all good
Practice?
because we'll do to counteract it. We'll simply let Danny roll the seed. So then it'll
True.
be a double monstrosity. So no matter how much practice you have, you can never be prepared for a Danny roll seeds.
That means I have a chance. I like Danny Seeds.
Oh wait, I don't have an extra caster anymore. Oh no.
So DVS is pulling up to chaos.
Yeah. Let's hope. I'm gonna throw Wall out this time because you got to remember, for those of you starting out, that time magic is awful. And if you forget to wall your fighter who doesn't have a ribbon because your other fighters have ribbons,
Mm-hmm.
you can die instantly during chaos.
You sure
It's not
can.
good. It's not
Yeah,
good.
so this is one of the few times a runner can commentate their own chaos
Yeah.
fight. So if you could please DVS.
If you want me to, but the problem is your screencast is so much different than mine, isn't it?
No, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah. So
I mean,
I just want to put a little added pressure on this one, the DVS. If you wipe again, we are going to take that win, okay? Because now that's 2 wipes you've had.
yeah.
True sportsmanship. That's true sportsmanship.
Retroactively taking away game one.
Look, I'm just trying to get a win here, okay? I'm just trying to get a win now.
Actually, I'm going to say now, if Demon RHK wipes on this grind here against these Garmaduces, we just automatically take the win.
Oh, they already wiped
okay.
one.
Don't do it, Lit 3. Oh, yeah! Oh, no! The low
You guys-
roll!
You guys that far behind again? I'm already wiping back down.
Oh, that was the
Oh, man.
funniest.
The low roll on the Garmaduces. Oh, and
Where am I?
You just hate to see it at this level of play, you know? You just
Yeah,
hate to see it.
yeah.
It's like the Gen 1 missing Pokemon where you're just like, no, did Earthquake really just miss right now? Oh my god.
Yay!
All right, so Wednesday we're doing that.
I love the throwback to Gen 1 Pokemon real quick, because that is the best gen, because once you pass 151, there's way too many Pokemon to remember. Just saying.
Listen, Gen 1 is definitely the best gen. Don't get it twisted now. I gotta be honest, I'm a real big Pokemon fiend. Like, I Pokemon breed to the point where it's ridiculous. Like, I think last season I was like number 2,000 in Master Ball rank. Shout out to me. But,
We give it to Duchess to talk about. I take full responsibility, but for us to talk about Pokemon gens in the end of a FFR run.
And with 7 hits for 1,800 damage, DVS takes down Chaos and finishes with a roughly official FFR bot time of the room is closed. So we'll call that 1 hour 44 minutes and change.
Yeah, hour and 45 is what I got on my clock.
GG.
And with that, I think we're gonna.
finish yours just for fun?
Wait, what was that?
Demon,
Demon, are you gonna
the seed
finish
just
your
for
run?
fun?
Oh, I don't know. If I do, it probably won't be on stream. But hey,
Yeah.
shout out to Lit 3 Helm down here in Northwest Castle, letting me grind up Garmaduces at level 2.
Shout out.
All right. And with that, I think we're gonna move on to final thoughts. We'll start with Team the Upstarts.
Dang, you going ahead.
Oh, well, hi, I'm Ding Wu. I like long walks on the beach. We're, trying to end time loops. No, but seriously, thank you to Fizzle and Duchess for doing commentary. Thank you for all the fans out there that were able to watch, all the new people that were able to watch. I heard that we were on the front page of Twitch. So, hi, Twitch. I'm glad I named my character Hi Twitch on the Lua script. Greg, thank you for arguing with me today. Made it very enjoyable.
Always a pleasure.
A 10 out of 10 to be tilted.
Yep.
And I'm going to move it over to you.
Yeah, so of course, Speed Gaming having us here, doing this awesome prime time little race here. DVS and Demon RHK, Gilgamarsh for taking us on. Of course, Duchess
Who?
for what is it? Duchess for Kaiosama? Is that how you say that?
Correct.
God,
Duchess for Kaiosama.
there we go. Yeah, Duchess for Kaiosama and Lord Fizzlebeef, of course, for doing the old Camaronis here. That seed was a lot of fun. We got a lot of good weapons, a lot of good gear once we could get to that elf limb and actually kill some things. Overall, real big fan of the co-op tournament this time around. Of course, everybody that's still sticking around, make sure you watch our Game 1 rematch on Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And all the other awesome co-op action. Join the Discord. That's all I got.
Team Gilgamarsh, final thoughts.
Go ahead, DDS. You first.
Yeah, all I can say is, I imagined that we'd have a close matchup here, but man, this is gonna be one heck of a matchup, and big shout outs to Grey Wu Puff and Dang Wu. Man, this is gonna be a very, very close one. And I'm especially, I told these guys this before our match, but these two guys really taught me most of what I know about this game, and the fact that we're facing each other in co-op is it's pretty darn cool. So, yeah.
Duchess, final thoughts.
Just want to give a shout out to everyone who put their eyes on this today. RPG Link Break, and also the other Speed Gaming channel for coming through with the raids. All of y'all in chat for just, being with us for this entertaining seed. Thank everyone for running. Gregory, DVS, Dang Woo, and Demon RHK for the laughs and whatnot. It's good, and I mean, definitely happy to see repeat of Seed Game 1 between y'all again. And also thank you again, Lord Fizzleby, for doing commentary with me. You are my OG in the community, as I dodge you. So thanks again, sincerely. It's always fun doing this. And I mean, just like everyone says, if you even have an inkling of anything, join the Discord. You'll be surprised. You'll be up in the commentary booth, and you'll also be in the next co-op tournament. That's it.
All right. So, big thanks to Speed Gaming for hosting us. Big thanks to the unspoken hero of this seed, Danny3883, for doing all the lovely track-in notes for us, for making sure that she does all the hard work of taking notes so that we can sometimes know what we're saying. Stick around. In 2 days, on the 5th at 9:30 Eastern, we will have the Crescent Lake Party Planners versus the Big Brain Club on a Randomania channel. Until then, my name is Left Front Bumper, and we'll catch you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.